You are what you think. All people are the same, only their habits differ. We have two lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Looking at small advantages prevents great affairs from being accomplished. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. Learn avidly, question it repeatedly, analyze it carefully. Then put what you have learned into practice intelligently. Act with kindness, but do not expect gratitude. The man who says he can and the man who says he cannot are both correct. The journey with 1,000 miles begins with one step. Your life is what your thoughts make it. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. One joy dispels 100 cares. Anyone can find the switch after the lights are on. Worry not that no one knows of you. Seek to be worth knowing. The essence of knowledge is having it, to apply it, not having it, to confess your ignorance. When you see a good person, think of becoming like her/him. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. I slept and dreamt, life is beauty. I woke and found life is duty. Be not ashamed of mistakes, and thus make them crimes. A lion chased me up a tree, and I greatly enjoyed the view from the top. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. They must often change who would be constant in happiness or wisdom. Roads were made for journeys, not destinations. Be strict with yourself, but least reproachful of others, and complaint is kept afar. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. Think of tomorrow. The past can't be mended. Respect yourself and others will respect you. No matter how busy you may think you are, you must find time for reading or surrender yourself to self-chosen ignorance. Never contract friendship with a man that is not better than thyself. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Learn as if you were not reaching your goal, and as though you were scared of missing it. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. Those who know the truth are not equal to those who love it. By nature, men are nearly alike. By practice, they get to be wide apart. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. Those who cannot forgive others break the bridge over which they themselves must pass. Success depends on previous preparation, and without such previous preparation, there is sure to be failure. Study the past if you would define the future. The superior man acts before he speaks, and afterward speaks according to his actions. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. The superior man does not, even for the space of a single meal, act contrary to virtue. In moments of haste, he cleaves to it. In seasons of danger, he cleaves to it. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. The superior man makes the difficulty to be overcome his first interest. Success only comes later. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. To see what is right and not do is a lack of courage. He who acts with a constant view to his own advantage will be much murmured against. Virtuous people often revenge themselves for the constraints to which they submit by the boredom which they inspire. To see the right and not to do, it is cowardice. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. I want you to be everything that's you, deep at the center of your being. The object of the superior man is truth. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The superior man is distressed by the limitations of his ability. He is not distressed by the fact that men do not recognize the ability that he has. If you think in terms of a year, plant a seed. If in terms of 10 years, plant trees. If in terms of 100 years, teach the people. When you have faults, do not fear to abandon them. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. If you look into your own heart and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? To go beyond is as wrong as to fall short. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. Happiness is not at the top of the mountains, but in how to climb it.